Fargo was a brand of truck originally produced in the United States in 1913 by the Fargo Motor Car Company. Dropped in 1922, the name was reintroduced for a line of trucks manufactured by the Chrysler Corporation after purchasing Fargo Motors in 1928. Later, Chrysler absorbed Dodge and started producing its truck line, so over time Fargo trucks became rebadged Dodges, similar to the parallel sale by General Motors of its GMC and Chevrolet truck lines. The modern-day descendant of Chrysler's truck division is now known as Ram trucks. History. The first Fargo trucks were built in Pilsen, Chicago by the Fargo Motor Car Company from 1913 until 1922. In 1928, Chrysler bought the business and created their own line of Fargo trucks. Shortly after its creation, Chrysler also bought the Dodge Brothers Company, adding Dodge and Graham Brothers badged trucks to its product line. From then on, Fargo trucks were almost identical to Dodge models, save for trim and name, and were sold by Chrysler Plymouth dealers. U.S. sales of Fargo trucks were discontinued in the 1930s, but in Canada the name Fargo was used until 1972 for marketing reasons, to differentiate the trucks as Chrysler Plymouth dealer offerings apart from the Dodge trucks sold at Dodge dealers. The Fargo brand lived longer in a variety of countries under the Chrysler Corporation's badge engineering marketing approach. Manufactured in Detroit at the Lynch Road facility, Dodge trucks were also offered under the Fargo or DeSoto names in most of Latin America, while in Europe and Asia they were mainly built in Chrysler's UK plant and sold under either the Fargo or DeSoto badge names. In Argentina, the make Fargo was used for the pickup D100 and the D400 and DP400 diesel trucks since 1960 to 1967. In Australia, both American and British Dodge models, along with locally assembled units, were marketed by Chrysler Australia with Dodge, Fargo or DeSoto badges. Additionally, heavy trucks made in Spain by Chrysler's Spanish subsidiary, including a 38-ton tractor and rigid 4, 6 and 8-wheelers, which were sold in the UK as the Dodge 300 series, were exported to several countries as Fargo vehicles. Use of the Fargo trademark came to an end when Dodge pulled out of the American heavy truck business in 1976, and lastly in 1978, when Chrysler Europe was sold to PSA Peugeot Citroën. The Fargo brand existed in Turkey for years well into the 21st century, as Fargo and DeSoto light and heavy trucks were made by Turkish manufacturer Eskam, with no technical or business connection with Chrysler in the last years. However, Eskam was the descendant of Chrysler Kamyon Montage Fabrikas 1 founded in 1964 in Istanbul. Apparently Eskam went out of business in 2015, making the LDV Max's van being the last Fargo badged as Fargo Fora vehicle offered in the world. See also Dodge A100, which was marketed in Canada as a Fargo. DeSoto, automobile number DeSoto trucks, a rebadging of the Fargo trucks. Notes. External links. Fargo trucks, a brief history. Oz Gallery. Australian vehicles, MISC.